YouTuber.
Hi, my baby boos out there. I am your goddess Nesca. Here at Trucker Man, we're reacting to...
The horrors of VR chat. What is he showing us?
Been out here trying to fish for a good thing to get someone for Christmas. Or Kwanzaa. Or Hanukkah.
This video.
Here we go! Oh! Whoa! Look at this!
So it's a
Meat
last year
Canyon's
video.
merch!
Yeah.
Papa Meat!
Ad,
If you know what he's doing?
ad.
Welcome back to the Papa Meat channel. How you
Oh,
doing?
that
How you doing?
too.
Coming on Sundown because today we're going to be talking about the wild world of VR chat.
Doc, have you met Titan? This guy likes poop.
Even if I did, I would not
What?
tell you.
I saw you on a poop fetish server. I saw that.
Dare I ask which one?
We all need a little escape from our busy lives.
I have a question. Would our models be VR chat users?
No.
No?
Or is it 2D? We need to get a 3D model.
Aww.
So
Our
just
models
makes-
are not 3D enough?
No, we need a 2D. You need our models are 2D. We need 3D.
But there's not 3D.
No, we have 2D models.
But look at my boobies! They don't think they're 2D!
Slushy makes amazing NASCAR content. Also makes good history.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen his videos around too.
Yeah.
For many, this means taking up a new hobby, perhaps cooking or learning an instrument. But for those who want a much more immersive escape, virtual reality seems to be the way to go. While virtual reality had an explosive rise back in the day, its mainstream media presence seems to have mellowed out a bit. Now,
I have questions.
What?
How does the VR capture the pelvic thrust?
I don't know.
Wait, why was he doing that?
He's watching porn.
Gerber.
don't let that fool you, because there is still a massive dedicated community of VR users spending almost all of their time in these virtual worlds. One of the most popular and fascinating examples is VR.
But always will never be, but it will always, always ever
Look, 2D.
No.
Chat, a heavily social game that allows people to take part in a vast variety of unique games and events. The game's player base has seen non-stop rise ever since its release in
someday when you get a
2014.
3D
Many people have an
model,
idea of what VR chat is like, but let me tell you, there's so much going on beneath the surface. That includes the strange, seedy, and degenerate side of things. So, first, let's see what it is about the game that people seem to love so much. VR chat is a
it's a
giant
game?
social
Yeah, it's a
platform.
game.
Despite
Jack
having
played it.
tons of unique games to play, people primarily focused on meeting people and going to social events and sex.
I go to a nudist
Of
group,
course.
and there you can be naked and you can get by people there.
It's in VR chat?
Yeah, in VR chat.
Oh, wow.
I got questions.
What?
What is said games?
I don't know. I never played VR chat. I just hear the horrors that come out of it.
I feel like it's just a virtual, what would it be called? Twitter? Discord?
Maybe.
Yeah, lots of sex.
Mostly sex. It's a lot of sex. I'm gonna say
Lot of
it's a lot of that.
Is that
all
the
right?
game?
Well, people may poke
Yeah.
fun at the image of a group of anime characters hanging out in a virtual bars, as opposed to just doing the same thing in real life. This virtual setting seems to greatly help people come out of their shell.
Jimmy Neutron Donkey Kong?
I never played you.
Yeah, we don't own a VR doodle-doo. I question my ability to use a VR headset because Nesca needs her
You
glasses.
can use them with glasses.
You sure?
I think the Apple VR you can't. You have to actually buy special lenses to put in them.
Yeah, fuck that shit.
But I think every headset you can use it.
VR chat is a Discord, but worse.
Right? A lot of socially awkward people who don't want to be around strangers can go to these virtual settings and get the same experience and maybe open up a bit. Maybe this is a growing pattern for them. I don't have to leave my house.
I don't have to change or take a shower.
Being a
I can be
VTuber.
stinky and I can beat my and no one can call the cops.
I can be rock hard and no one's
I can
gonna
be
know.
rock hard, no one would know.
Unless you put a little sensor down there.
Wasn't I just talking about that earlier?
Yes.
That because of our VR VTuber models, we can be checking it out.
We can fuck on stream.
We can fuck on stream, and no one would know. Your hand clapping sound doesn't sound like humping. You fail.
What is that?
You're gonna get
Hatsune Miku, what is that? This
laser lenses to insert in your
Just get LASIK.
no.
This extends beyond just
Scary.
being shy or introverted. Those who are neurodivergent or on the spectrum find that they are much more comfortable and able to excel in social situations when they have more control in their social environment, which does make sense. People that do, you feel like you have a bit more control when you almost have like an escape button by just taking your thing off you if you need to. Which for some people, Nick, that's a big step. Not everybody can be social butterflies like us.
Oh, that's why I take Valium.
It also helps alleviate the self-consciousness people feel due to their physical appearance, allowing them to focus more on making connections with people through personality than
That's a lot of blur.
I'm scared what he's blurring.
That's a lot of blur there. But yeah, it makes it sound like VR chat's similar to why people like being furries, because you get to hide your true self away because
That's why-
you secretly hate your true self.
That's why there's a lot of furries in VR chat.
looks. People getting out of their own way is essentially what that is. Listen, I am a smooth-looking man, and I never care about what I look like in front of people.
In VR chat, you can be whatever you want. You can be a dragon.
And I am a dragon.
Hold on. That dragon.
In VR chat, you can be whatever you want. You can be a dragon.
The dragon looks like the dragon in Wind Waker. It looks like the Wind Waker dragon, except they did things to it. Things I'm not happy about.
Is that iDoves?
Dragon.
And I am a dragon. And in VR chat, I get to be that. And that helps me actually connect with people on a personal level.
Fatter,
Versus worrying,
more.
are they looking at how large my apish man tits are? Are they just looking at how rotund my hips are? They're here because it's me.
And then you got a sick ass.
What
Oh
the
god, it got
And I am a
fatter.
dragon, which does help. There have been studies that show that virtual reality games provide a noticeable positive impact to the mental and physical well-being of people who are dealing with intense loneliness. This was especially true during the pandemic, where people were trapped at home and unable to meet face-to-face with their friends. And according to one of these studies,
It probably fucked us all up more. Let's be honest here.
Dragon in his belly.
You know why I think this probably fucked us up more?
Why?
Because people are free to do more stuff and get away with it.
There's no self-control anymore.
Self-control has been taken away because they feel like they can do just anything. They can do all the inappropriate stuff, and then whenever they rejoin the real world, they might forget that those inappropriate things they shouldn't be doing.
Yeah.
many people found that VR chat greatly improved their ability to communicate with strangers in the real world, making a lasting impact on them. Which I feel like, especially during a time with Tractor
Man and I too didn't affect us.
I had to work and, NakaCon.
It affected our Nakacon, yeah. Bleh. It was literally the whole COVID BS popped right on the Thursday before an anime convention we were gonna go to.
Yeah.
And then goodbye convention. Goodbye doing anything in the real world.
Remember we were going to go to CommandCon? Oh, it should be over by April.
I was so fucking pissed. I'm still fucking pissed about that whole thing. It ruined so many conventions for us. Let's see, it ruined Anime St. Louis. It ruined Holiday Matsuri for us. What other conventions did we go to that we had to wear a stupid mask?
I think that was just those two. But I do remember when the SawesomeCon the last year they had it. There was a big fight on when they were gonna wear masks, and they ended up going without mask.
Yeah. SawesomeCon was based. Rest in peace,
People
SawesomeCon.
didn't smell bad.
Do people in anime conventions smell bad? It's possible, but for the most part, people who very much everyone is told put on deodorant, take a bath. That is really caked into people's heads. So I'm gonna say no. I've been to a shit ton of conventions. Might have maybe run into maybe one or two smelly people, but for the most part, anime conventions that I've been to, not stinky.
Now the vintage stock down in Joplin we went to.
Oh God.
that had a card thing going on there, and the BO smelled so bad I couldn't hardly breathe.
God, that poor store.
Imagine the worst smelling BO you ever smelled.
Okay. A little lore. There's a place in Joplin, Missouri called Vintage Stock. It also goes by other names in other states. Like in Texas, it's called the Trading Movie Company.
Yeah.
Something stupid like that. But it's basically a place for like video games, cards, anime, figgies, plush, all that stuff. Anything vintage, like records and junk, is what that store sells. The very first one in Joplin, Missouri is in this, what is it called? A mall. And the day Trucker Man and I first went there, the whole store reeked like the most potent BO to the point where it would burn your nostrils and your eyeballs.
And there's people who live like that.
And that poor store, that stench was baked into it. It wasn't a single person that stench came from. No, that store just happened to have been baked in that smell. I could not explain it. It was weird and it was horrible.
What's worse, BO or skunk? I don't know.
Depends on the BO.
There's a vintage stock in Oklahoma. Yeah, they're all over the Central Plains.
I will argue weed. I despise the smell of weed. I always think it smells like skunk.
An Indian coworker. Enough said.
Mandated isolation like the pandemic, you're gonna find that it's like, oh, this is actually real connections. I feel like that must be the barrier at first. Is people being like, I mean, it can't even be that real. But then I feel like when people go in and they experience it, they're like, oh, this feels like just as normal as going out and like meeting people in real life.
I think people have some like
Smell the
phantom
dead skunk
VR.
ones. Ugh.
No, what's worse is when I run them over the truck and I get that spray all over the back of the trailer.
Oh.
And then you back that trailer up to the dock on a nice, humid, hot summer night for all the dock workers to work around.
No.
I knew a guy at work. He would see him on the side of the road. He would yank the trailer so he'd get it on the trailer.
Oh, yeah, we have a vintage stock in Oklahoma. Cool.
I read that out.
Oh, yeah. We've been through Oklahoma a bunch. Yeah.
If you're in VR too much and when you take it off, you feel weird, like something's missing.
Well, that's a big thing. I hope we touched on it. Phantom pain. This message is sponsored by Raycon. Keep your ears
We're
open
using
in your
Raycon.
holiday play. Favorite earbud can stay open, can strap in your ear and jaw removing friction alive. But the best part, battery life earbud, the night of Raycon, and
There's a
try them
thingy.
season and their season. Just click
We
the
have
link in the
those.
description or go to
Description, check
Raycon by
out, blah.
sponsoring this video. And now back to the video. You may be wondering,
Yeah.
what do people actually do in VR chat?
Whoa. What is happening?
I will admit, Toasted, you are very adorable.
Hey,
How come he can play with your feet and I can't?
We can't really say what a lot of them do, but similar to Roblox, the worlds of VR chat are
Interesting.
user-generated, meaning there are endless possibilities. A big part of this VR chat experience is the nightlife. From casinos to nightclubs and even fully immersive raves, there are endless ways to party with your online friends.
You know what this reminds me of? Something that I did back in the day.
Yeah.
There was a thing called Gaia Online, where you could make your little avatar and stuff, and you could actually like walk around and stuff with it. Obviously, it'd be kind of similar to what we're doing now, except with the keyboard and junk. Not like that, but I remember Gaia Online was kind of similar to that.
You said Joplin, you thought the tornado. I moved there 3 months after the tornado hit to go to college.
Jolly Ranch. Yes. Yeah. We're talking about that Joplin, yeah.
Yeah. I moved there 3 months after the tornado hit. So
Lucky.
I remember because I was coming from Independence. I was going out back to my house down in Fort Scott. I remember that day seeing that storm, like for miles, seeing that cloud go across there. It was big. And I got home and I saw the news.
Joplin, is that where you graduated from college?
Yeah.
Okay.
Wow, I remember Guy Online.
Yeah. Oof. gosh, that's actually that's where I met my first boyfriend on.
You're lucky he wasn't a 40-year-old man.
Oh, when I went to go meet him in Georgia, my mom went with me, and I had my mom talk to his mom. So I was at least a smart 18-year-old when it came to meeting this random guy I met online.
Sheesh. I remember Family Guy online.
Family Guy online.
Ever been to a silent disco?
I've never been to a silent. I've seen people do a silent disco, and I'm like, nah.
I saw one at Coachella, and I was like, I want to try it out.
Did you do it?
No. I was always, because it was always at the end of the
People
night,
are
and
noise
it's like on the
sensitive,
walk
I
of
guess,
shame
it's
back to
stupid.
your tent, and I was always tired.
Why is it a walk of shame?
You're drunk and high, and like, did some shameful things in there. Smelled some things.
What?
What?
You weren't supposed to smell.
VR.
Was
With
he
any
admitting to
immersive
smelling
experience,
butts?
there's always the chance that someone may become too attached.
That's pretty. I kind of like that design. Five Nights at Freddy's.
I know what you're staring at is the boobs.
I was looking at the face too.
Sure, too.
Attached to what it has to offer. For some, this has
Hey!
resulted
Banned in
in
China.
a full-on
It's
VR chat
trunks.
addiction. It's not hard to stumble across
chat
someone who has
addiction,
racked
yeah?
up an absurd amount of hours in VR chat. The same way that any other person would rack up hours on World of Warcraft or any other game out there, right? One Redditor boasts that his friend has spent literally thousands of hours in the game, mostly engaged in cuddle groups. Which is exactly what it sounds like.
Just a little relaxed one.
We just hosted Guiltech's first Cuddle Club meetup where we could sit on the couch and enjoy giving each other head pats.
Yeah, that is a person that
Okay, so
My brain is down low. I need to process that.
anime polygamy.
Yeah.
To be fair, we're that.
Yeah.
We're anime polygamists. Except
desperately
I'm a
needs
one
physical
cow for
attention.
Sephiroth.
They need affection big time.
Hug?
Do you think that people that have things where it's like my parents didn't hug me a lot when I was a kid, do you think that you gravitate towards that? Or is it just someone where you grow up and you find you're like, I actually just feel like I needed that, even though my parents gave it to me and now I don't have it and I feel like I need it?
That's a good question.
You know?
I think I could see it not being enough. Well, it's maybe not even in parents, it's just having friend groups of just like.
Because my parents didn't hug me a lot or anything, so now I feel like when people are like, oh, come here, give me a hug, I don't like that.
I can understand this. I was a lonely kid. I'm still a lonely kid. Stop, there's a booby.
Always like,
Why is your cat there?
mother, do you think that
being
you should have hugged
cozy.
me more when I was a kid?
I hugged you all the time.
That's just absolutely not true.
And I would grab your head and kiss your head. It was huge. And yeah, it is true.
We don't need to talk about how big my head was.
It was huge.
Do you think
but
that maybe Daddy should have hugged or kissed my big head more than?
Yes, your dad probably could have hugged you a couple times. Would have been a delight.
What about Grandpa Ernest, the one who shot the dog?
He was not a hugger at all.
Okay. All right. Thank you. Bye bye. Okay. We don't need to talk. We don't need to get into that. I feel
Your dad never kissed you on your lips?
my dad. I begged him to, but he didn't do it. No wonder. He's like, get that little freak away from me.
Damn.
But anyways, we'll get into the cuddle shit later, all right? Many describe their addiction to VR chat as unique and that people
Like
will spend
Fillion.
so much time in the virtual world that they start to lose interest in real life. I feel like that's with any video game though, right? Do you think any video game or do you think just role-playing games?
Role-playing games, I think, higher
I think that's
likelihood
the dog
because
there.
it's like you get
Jesus.
if you get into it, you're like,
It's like the couple you see in high school in the halls making out.
What?
I'll give hugs, usually tight bear hugs. Oh no, don't break my spine. Well, we know why. Now we know why.
I'm an orc, I'm saving people.
Even if you are like, I know that, even if you're like, I'm an orc, like, not that, but if you're like, I prefer being in the cities of this game. Like, even if you're like, I know I'm not this guy, but there's something that feels like home. Because that's gotta be some shit. People that go to like a World of Warcraft city and they're like, this
Me
feels
either.
more
Like I
home
said,
to
never
me
played
than my own
MMOs.
hometown or something.
It's also a barrier too, because it's like it's the digital world. This isn't
To
the.
be fair, I never played MMOs because, like I was saying before, back in the day, I'm pretty sure a WoW was a computer only.
And you had to pay a subscription to play it.
Yeah, that's another reason.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
My uncle tried to get me in a while back in the day. I just couldn't do it.
Who did?
My uncle.
Which one?
The psychotic one.
The psychotic one. It says a lot.
Asma loved to WoW.
Nice though, yeah.
Asma got famous playing WoW.
Ah.
Crack. Ooh.
Wait, I know why hugs are nice. They're only nice when there's a woman involved. And she's got the big old giblies.
Big old giblies.
Big old giblies. It's really nice when a woman and a woman hug and their giblies go squish.
Real use. So anything you do has no to low consequence.
Yeah, less consequences. So when you do something, yeah. But then at the same time, when you do something great, it feels just as good as something in real life. Yeah. One man vents his frustrations online about how his girlfriend eventually reached a point where she was playing basically the entire day. This started to have the opposite effect than previous studies suggest, with her becoming increasingly antisocial and anxious in real life. Eventually, even facing the Uber Eats driver to pick up food delivery became too much for her. I could see some of that, dude. I could see, well, also too, seeing somebody completely isolate themselves and they're wearing like a headset the whole day, that would be hard. But also too, yeah, if you're so used to this digital landscape that
You know what I just realized? People who wear the VR headset all the time, they probably have the same thing I have because I have to wear my glasses all the time. This lovely little dent behind the ear.
Remember when we were kids, they told you don't stand too close to the TV screen, and now we put a TV screen in
You're
your
right!
face all day?
You know, they said that was just a, Don't try to bite my finger.
I'll point in my face then.
I want to point at your face. Poke. Poke. I want to poke you.
I'm eat the cat.
Don't eat kitty. What was I
Anyway.
trying to say? Oh, it was just a, help me out here. What's
We were talking about
I know. I was saying, it was just a, not a rumor. Myth.
Myth.
That's the word I was looking for.
He ate the Uber driver. What?
physical world, I could totally see that being like, I don't even want to interact with real people. It feels too f***ing weird. Really do think that there is an idea of like, if something goes wrong in here, I can just leave. I can just hop to another room. Some friendships have even ended over an obsession with VR chat. According to one frustrated VR user, it only took 1 week of playing with his friend for things to go off the rails. This friend got sucked into the game, using it as a way to form multiple romantic relationships with strangers, and the dopamine he'd get from engaging with these women was incredibly exciting for him. I could definitely see that. A guy who doesn't get in real life, and all of a sudden he's got a raccoon goddess and like a 7-foot tall tree imp woman, whatever. He's like, what up? Giant goggles on. How much stuff you got in that trunk? Believe it or not, we're going to talk about VR.
Oh, it's got tits. The sense of the
alcoholism.
Tits.
What the?
Alcohol. Oh, wouldn't you call it more a VR addiction? But I guess alcohol.
Dysfunctional family. What the fuck?
What? Where?
Read on the back of the wall.
Oh.
Alcoholism. Earlier, I mentioned that VR chat had a very active nightlife scene. While this can be a blast for people who want to occasionally hop on with their friends for a fun time, it can introduce a whole lot of problems. The main one being that partying in VR is incredibly accessible. There's no cover charged, overpriced drinks, or long waits. Any day of the week, you and your buddies can hop into a club or a rave and take shots from...
What the fuck happened to Gojo? Or is that Kakashi?
One of the two, he got out of the
comfort
cube.
of your home to let loose. And people, you would think that some people, because I think a lot of people will look at the digital nightclubs and be like, they're fake partying. People will just buy bottles of liquor and then just get drunk, and I actually feel like, and the more drunk you get, the more immersive it has to feel, right? Unlike real life, nobody gets cut off in VR chat. It doesn't help that those who drink with groups of people can sometimes be more socially awkward and succumb to social pressure easier than most. This results in people getting absolutely wasted more often than they ever would have offline.
I've been on here for like 2 weeks, like in this world, and I've just been getting...
Hey, he's one of those monkeys.
Yeah.
What were they called again?
Bored apes.
Oh, yeah. Those are dead, aren't they?
Oh, thank God.
I'm so glad they're dead, because I have not heard of them in a long-ass time, and I'm going to assume they're dead.
VR makes me want to puke.
Oh, not just... Yeah, that... I don't know, just having something on your eyes like that. I mean, to be fair, I was one of those dumb kids who sat right in front of my TV. Like, super close. But I don't know, the flashing lights in my eyeballs. I did manage to withstand dot hack.
Yeah.
Oh, Phantom touches so engage into those people inside you. The what apps? The bored apes. That stupid crypto coin or
NFT.
NFT. Yeah, I haven't heard of NFTs in a while too. Maybe they died also. I'm so happy. He was an older guy, and all his kids grew and away. So all the time in the worlds to play.
Drunk every night, so I'm like literally an alcoholic now because of VR chat.
There are endless examples of people online claiming that VR chat has turned them into full-blown alcoholics. Others recount seeing players in game that are clearly dangerously under the influence. And in one case, one user that goes to VR chat raves vents about how often he overhears people in a voice chat violently vomiting. And according to him, it can happen as much as 6 times in one night. Some even know of excess VR drinkers that have died from alcoholism. That's what I was gonna say.
Shit.
That would be the worst thing, is you hear somebody like having a fucking, like seizure from it, or like
Their models on the ground.
oh, literally though. I mean, at first you'd be like, oh, that's funny. I don't know, Crash Bandicoots on the ground, like.
Okay.
No! That is the funniest shit, man. It's tragic, sure, but dark humor, baby. Oh, God. I'm dying. Oh, like they never had an excuse before. Yo.
Oh, the hawk to a coin.
Oh, don't speak of that. I'm gonna bop you.
No.
Yes.
Hawk to a matata.
Stop it! I hate that thing.
But then you're like, oh, actually, that's a real person dying in their apartment somewhere. That's fun. Hey, dude, turn up the song.
Oh, you gotta cut this out.
Oh.
There are many people who play VR chat and are fairly wholesome and well adjusted.
I have about 50 demons living inside me. It's not fun. It's nothing but chaos. All of them.
However, just like with any game, it is also home to all sorts of VR degeneracy. One of the most universally hated people in the VR chat are people known as crashers. Essentially, users who will purposely add effects to their avatar that are incredibly hard for people to PCs to run. The goal is to create weapons or character models with particle effects that, when used, overload the victim's GPU and ultimately crash their game. And some crasher gangs, God, what would you have nothing to do with your time? Some crash.
So okay. So the way you play this VR chat is you make yourself the super douchebag just to have fun with destroying someone else's computer you don't even know.
Yeah.
Wow. Super
gangs.
troll.
Will find ways to target the same person across worlds and continuously crash their game until they eventually stop playing altogether, which I do think that kind of cyberbullying would f somebody up. If that's your only source of communication, I could see someone being like, or in any game, like if somebody got kicked from like World of Warcraft and they've been playing for how many years, I think that they would spiral. You'd have like a mental breakdown. This is far from the most degenerate thing to occur in VR chat. One man recounts how he witnessed a player have a real seizure in the game. I tell you, how f was that? Instead of expressing any form of concern, everyone in the lobby just started making fun of his avatar flopping around until he eventually stopped. Did I not say that? Crash Bandicoot.
You would not know. Oh, how would you? Oh. Yeah, and okay, so I don't know if I've ever told this story before, but this one time, Trucker Man and I, we were walking our dog. We were just walking along down our neighborhood, and all of a sudden I noticed the corner of my eye, there was this older man who was like collapsed in his yard, and I was like, uh-oh, is he okay? And I like motioned to Trucker Man to go over there to check on him because he didn't look like he was good. So we like talked to him and was like, are you okay? And God, you want to finish the story? Because you were the hero.
It also didn't help the fact that sprinklers were on and it was like March and cold out. But I think the guy was having a stroke or something.
Yeah, he was having a stroke in his yard. Trucker Man was trying to help him up, but he couldn't lift him.
So I had to take my hand.
I quit. Yeah, and he had his sprinkler spraying on him while he was probably having a stroke or something, and I quickly called the ambulance and stuff. to
Yeah.
get there. Well, Trucker Man was trying to help him up and trying to shield him from the sprinkler the whole time.
Yeah.
And luckily, we did eventually found out not too long ago because we were walking by that same route, and we actually saw that same man is alive, and he was having dinner with his wife in his house. We saw it through a window, so that made me happy. We probably saved his life.
Yeah.
Said that would happen. In one video posted to YouTube, a similar event occurred in which a player with a robotic avatar had an aggressive seizure, while anime children, Lugia from Pokemon, and Morty from Rick and Morty watched in shock. Oh my god. Oh shit. Oh jeez, wow. We should actually seriously call someone for help. Be kind of fucked up, right?
You know, the most.
But what? Okay, so with VR, how could you help? Because you do not know where the location is for this guy. You do not know where to call an ambulance to help this person.
I wouldn't know. That's out of my realm.
That would be an issue. Like, what are you supposed to do in that case? Like me when I went on Halo server with infant
Grenades and
infinite grenades and crashed. Oh, yeah. Average band kid.
One of the most fuckable Pokemon is Lugia.
Okie dokie. In another instance, a VR chat player would make himself only visible to one individual player at a time in order to convince them that they had an extreme form of schizophrenia.
What games do you play? Main.
Well, shit. I play this. I just got. Oh shit!
What are you talking about, man? We're the only one here right now. One player admitted that they stopped playing the game for a month after meeting someone who claimed to be turned on by cannibalism and necrophilia. And later that night, the person admitted to a genuine desire to murder someone in order to watch the light leave their eyes. Which might be a joke, but at the same time, I don't know, man. I feel like there are some people like that out there. They'll just say that shit because it's the anonymity.
Do you want to kill your mom and your dad?
I mean, I think about it every night, but the one person in my head tells me no.
You know, they're dressed up as f***ing Pegasus from Yu-Gi-Oh! You ever just want to eat someone and watch the light fade from their eyes? They're just like...
You say that! You use Pegasus from Yu-Gi-Oh! While you're playing Sephiroth's theme.
Give me back Yugi's grandpa. That's how you did to Yugi's grandpa. VR chat players have long since used the platform to meet potential partners and engage in ERP, aka erotic role play. Dude, get me in. Tag me in, coach. I'm ready to play. Tag me. Most people are polite enough to take intimate acts like this into a private area.
I'm quickly just taking my pup and I'm gonna treat him to a good time.
Okay. Oh. Okie dokie.
Of course, some people are far more flagrant with PDA. Yeah, like a little avatar guy smacking a big fat ass, and he's just like, yeah, this shit's mine.
Autistic.
I wonder, is every VTuber autistic too? We're all cooked. The whole world's autistic at this point. Come on.
And no one is.
It's true. I mean, it's true. In these raves, these clubs, in many cases, people will boldly engage in this sort of behavior in public worlds to the point of angering everyone else just trying to have a good time with their friends. Many players recount times where they've seen people having loud e-sex with their microphones unmuted. One of my favorite ones is a guy in a COD lobby. Have you seen that one? This guy's in a COD lobby and his buddy's TeamSpeak mic's on. And he's his girlfriend, and she's like, ah, and he's like, bro, turn off your mic.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa.
Yo, go on mute, JP. Go on mute, JP.
What the?
How the fuck are you playing a game and fucking someone at the same time?
Some people are talented.
Okay, he's not the one who's fucking her. He's playing a game while she's fucking him. That's the only feasible way I can figure that out. And he's just doing this while she's riding his cock. That's the only thing I can figure.
People can fuck having driving a car. You can figure out ways.
Ultimately, it might not even be him having sex. It could just be a porno in the background. Oh, she had a good fingers.
It's so good. In another case, one gentleman had been caught walking up behind AFK users masturbating. You like that? Some people struggle to form romantic relationships just as much online as they do in real world. Luckily for them, there are virtual escorts that can be hired for the purpose of engaging in intimate conversations. There are even sex workers who exclusively post to websites like Fansly with virtual avatars. But you may be
Hey, there you go. You want to impress all your not friends with a with having the hottest girlfriend. You can spend money on that now. Yay! Nah, he's watching corn.
be wondering, how is
that's how
VR
he's playing the game.
ERP physically enjoyable? Well, some people utilize fantasizing psychological phenomena known as phantom sense.
Hey, do one of you guys have Phantom Touch? We're doing an experiment for college.
Yeah.
I do, yeah.
Jump him! Jump him! Boom! 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 Boom!
What?
Please do not walk through me.
What?
Be careful. I got yelled at too for walking through her, so be careful.
Why is that a big deal?
Water.
Has severe.
What kind of that avatar is interesting. It looks like a cross between a Pokemon bat, bird, and a Stitch. And it's super tiny. How do you expect people not to walk through you?
Phantom sense. So please try to not walk through her, or you will be removed from this instance.
Do you feel it if I just like punch you like that?
Ow.
Wait a second.
Yeah,
Can you see this?
Oh, hell no.
Son of a bitch!
Oh my god, stop hurting him. Stop hurting him.
I don't miss.
You're strong for thugging that out, dude.
Ow. I think I just dented the fan.
You dented the fan?
Yeah, I punched it with my full strength, and that still didn't compare to that.
You punch metal for fun?
No, I punch things to keep my anger at bay.
If you didn't think we were going to talk about phantom sense, if you have not been into the world of phantom sense, then you have
You're
not
just
seen
trying to
any
process
funny
what the fuck
VR
we just
chat
saw.
clips. People will
I'm trying to process what people are brain dubing. I mean, I like to consider myself probably cray too, but my goodness.
Yeah.
Well, she said, she is made of solid matter.
walk through other people and they're like, dude, stop. She has phantom sense. She's going to pass out.
Wait, so if I just like do this, do you feel
Hold on, don't touch me.
To put it simply, players claim that they can experience changes in temperature as well as tactile sensations during physical interactions with other VR players. So what they're saying is that two of the avatars...
Okay, so ultimately what they're saying is they have a mental disorder that's making them believe that what they're experiencing in the VR, they're actually experiencing in real life! Amazing!
Yes.
Dope-a-dope. Probably means you need to stop playing VR.
Yeah.
actually touch, they will feel it. Like if they touch hands, they will feel it in their hands. Like basically they're embodying, their essence is embodying the digital world and they can feel shit. I don't buy it. One user records himself throwing virtual tomatoes at someone referred to as floof.
Yay. So whoever throwing the tomatoes, please stop.
Anyone who messes with her messes with me.
And I
Guys, back up.
What is that just
mental
illness?
Well, it's mental illness. Just say what you want to say. I know what you're saying. Is it a thing though? Is it just somebody that's just like wanting attention or something? You know what I mean? Like, because the person that's throwing tomatoes is obviously aggravating them because they must have said something where they were like, "You have what?"
Stop!
Stop it! Whoever's throwing those tomatoes will face serious punishment. Am I clear?
Back up. Back.
Why is everything getting blurred?
Holy did she pass out?
Phantom Sense doesn't seem to be a well-researched field, and many have played the
Did
game
she literally
extensively without
fucking
ever
pass
experiencing
out?
it for themselves.
I can do that too, watch. And feel like I'm dead.
Like Philly. Crazy how some VTubers have fans like Philly.
That's crazy how VTubers have what's a fansly?
The alternative to OnlyFans.
Oh yeah, I could totally do that. I want helicopter boobies. I wanna be like the Queen Alien and a Space King.
It's kind of like, I don't know, a fucking ghost encounter or something like that, right? For these people, there are plenty of alternatives available provided you're willing to open your wallet.
What
In
are
fact,
you
there's a whole
touching?
market for electronics Bluetooth enabled.
Shame is a thing.
Or it's a kink at this point. Isn't there like a thing where isn't there a kink where like some people want to fuck in public?
Yeah. Moving on.
Toys that can be linked to your VR rig in order to have a more advanced type of e-sex, which there are some crazy vids out there, dude.
Oh, speaking of VR sex, dude. Okay, again, with my conspiracy videos that I saw, I saw a video that they're making a new robot that is like really, really humanoid. Like you can like choose its gender and stuff. And they had to do a thing where they like the robot's movements are like so fluid, it's scary, that they literally had to cut into the fabric that's covering the robot to show that there's not a person inside it.
How many zeros is in that paycheck?
Epstein, oh no.
There's some stuff even at conventions where people are testing stuff and there's like blow-up dolls and guys are like power the blow-up doll. It's insane. Using these for sexual encounters is referred to as teledildonics, and it comes in many forms. There are toys utilizing haptic technology that links it to your partner's device in order to allow for realistic long-distance.
I feel like someone's going to short circuit and you're just going to die. And
Gimp suit.
And this is how people find you.
Gimp suit. Is that a penis?
Yes. That's it, where you insert your penis.
How do we do the opposite for this for a woman?
I don't know.
What's the opposite of this for the woman? I need to know.
I don't want
it can be folded inward.
Can we talk about Dale Earnhardt again?
That's sad now we went from talking about wholesome NASCAR to all this degeneracy. Again, you're the one picking the shit, not me.
Intercourse.
A little Wi-Fi jump.
Wears every stream.
Good morning.
Okay. She wears that exact version.
I don't.
Wait, does that mean Filian could be a futa?
For sure, she's been drawn that way. I'm not looking.
More extreme underground ERP experiences include sex clubs that can sometimes turn into straight-up VR orgies, with piles of naked avatars getting off together. Some private rooms in these worlds have a heavy focus on BDSM roleplay.
Holy
Would you walk
fuck.
me?
Yes, but rules are rules.
Mom?
What the hell?
Oh, I've heard this video.
Oh!
Yeah, Mom came in like, what the...
How old was this person? And what was she doing in real life?
The Filipino boy.
That was my door. I forgot to lock my door.
Not everyone takes things to the extremes. However, there are many wholesome stories of people getting into relationships that start on VR chat and end in marriage.
let's
Which,
switch
like
to
any
that.
video
Yes,
game,
please.
tons of video games that happen like that. But did you start an orgy? How do you tell it to your kids? How's the meet cute? What's your When Harry Met Sally thing? She was a werewolf and I was Dragonite. And we met at an orgy.
I had to leave a couple of those details out. I think the dragon part's funny. I think I tell my kid that.
I wouldn't tell my kid any of it. Maybe I'd just say we met on a video game. That's what I'd say. But am I going to tell them we met at an orgy?
Other than that.
I mean, that's okay. That's sweet. That's sweet. Okay, that's a nice thing with VR chat. If people can actually make real connections and stuff. I mean, it's not far fetched because, like I said, Truckerman and I met through an online dating website, an anime dating website.
Yeah.
And we've been together now for 11 years.
Oh, married 11 years.
Oh yeah, we've been together longer. 11. Okay. We met
2013.
in 2013. Okay, so we met in 2013. We've been together since 2013. So you guys do the math. I don't feel like doing it.
You're not going to tell your kids how you conceived them?
Well,
My
kids
mom
off the
does this
orgy.
thing every year on my birthday.
Our mom, I'm off the orgy.
No.
Wait, what was that he said?
I don't know.
When Harry Met Sally thing, she was a werewolf and I was Dragonite. And we met at an orgy.
I'd leave a couple of those details out. I think the dragon part's funny. I think I tell my kid that.
I wouldn't tell my kid any of it. Maybe I'd just say we met on a video game. That's what I'd say. But am I going to tell them we met at an orgy?
Yeah, no.
You're not going to tell your kids how you conceived them? My mom does this thing every year on my birthday. My mom watches every Meat Canyon Papa Meat.
Please do not tell me she told you how she had sex with her.
No, she explains every day the day I was born. But I was saying, like, maybe you could do that to your kid, like, tell them the night they were conceived.
For 11 of them.
As well.
Nick, you have got to reiterate that your mom did not talk. She's just like,
Yes, we did find out that site still exists. We're not sure if it's the same as it was back in 2013, but it was called Moe Taku.
Yeah.
I think we've mentioned this once before on our stream, but I'm not sure like how it works now. We hadn't touched it in forever.
Yeah, probably a different website now.
Put me on my back, lifted my ankles up over his shoulders. Tell the story again, would you, Mama? It's called a jackhammer. Wow. Dad is strong, huh?
That's it.
While buying a VR setup is certainly the best way to experience the game, you also have the option of playing the game using a keyboard and mouse. Boo! Yeah, what the f? There's also the option of using a mobile phone, but it is far too limited of an experience. It just isn't the same. Many players have claimed that the keyboard and mouse control method has led them to be bullied in the game by other VR users. VR purist? You don't have a headset? What are you, a pussy? I just can't afford it. These elitist players will look down on them, calling them deskies aggressively, like some sort of slur. You desky. Others simply refer to them as cripples and taunt them by telling them.
Making fun of the people who don't have the VR, they call them cripples.
Were you using the keyboard and stuff?
To emote in ways that they physically cannot do with their controls. Many seasoned VR chat players with more income will go as far as purchasing additional sensors that can track your hands, eyes, and even facial expressions. As for choosing an avatar, there are tons of free options available. Of course, some people take things to the next level by paying for highly detailed avatars online. There are even 3D artists that you can commission to make hyper-customized avatars detailed in your exact specifications.
Our lady makes our V2 model. They actually make 3D models you can use in VR chat, too.
Oh, cool.
So you could theoretically, yes.
And there's all kinds of stuff. I mean, it's not only like 3D assets you can find online, but there's insane amounts of different characters. There's like one worm guy that's really popular right now. Like those
What the fuck is that thing?
Dick dude. He's like super popular. There's the clip of there's like a content creator I see a lot. He like pretends to be an old man and he walks around Roblox. That one's pretty funny. But there's all kind. It's anything that you can imagine could be in the VR chat, which is kind of cool. So I mean, there's a lot of versatility. There really is an endless amount of things you can do in a game like this. It's easy to see how certain people in the right circumstances can find themselves becoming addicted to it, right? I mean, it's like being able to party anytime you want, being able to have social interactions anytime you want,
and also to not live in the humor world where you are very what's the word? I feel like a lot of people nowadays really hate themselves and really hate real life, so I can understand why they would use this, why they would do this.
Yeah.
I could see myself doing it.
Being able to escape your problems anytime you want. To me, that's pretty addictive, right? If you're going to delve into the world of VR chat, remember that there's a whole lot of unsavory things you can encounter. So be safe and maybe put the headset down every now and then and don't go down the wrong path. Thank you so much for watching this video, guys. And
Well, thank you so much for joining us for that video. Bye!
Thank
you all for joining me. Please like, subscribe, and comment. It would make me very happy. Kiss, kiss, hug, hug.